Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and vitamin D nowhere to be found, but we are back at home. I just finished feeding the dogs. There were two in the video you saw, but it wasn't the little one that came, but it was another one. But my friend, welcome to the Gazillionaires Club. Catch 'em all. I know it looks bright in the house because of all the lights, but there's something about natural light and just lighting. So these are the lilies I've been talking about. I bought them when they were like, a bulb like this. And this one was the first one to bloom. Then the other one, you can kind of see it like, but there's no smell to it. I mean, they look beautiful, don't get me wrong. So I've been spending a lot of time sitting, watching the, like what's going on with the economy. And that's really, really bad for my back. I remember it was kind of like when I was living with my parents, I spent a lot of time on that laptop because, I was smoking, I was intaking information, and I was like being lazy. But now, no, I'm not getting high. I'm just paying attention to the economy. And the other thing that I want to bring up is how to recharge. Like for me, it's very simple. I look at the time frame on a daily and the monthly, and just see where the RSI is going and the MACD, and just kind of listen to what everyone is saying about crypto. Even though I'm a long-term hodler, I want to take profit when there is an opportunity, because that profit is going to accumulate more Bitcoin and more other coins. Altcoins, privacy coins. I'm really into privacy coins now. Bitcoin, I love Bitcoin because it's like the opposite of privacy, but that's why I love it. And then I love the fact that it's privacy because I know, our privacy been invaded. And so yeah, let's check out what we have in here. So mostly this is the stuff that I eat. Some, the eggs, the oranges. I used to juice celery, tomatoes, and honey, but I ran out. I've been eating a lot of mangoes, and yeah, and bananas in there, tomatoes, eggs. But should you be worried about this economy? Yes, you should be worried. People been screaming on top of their lungs that inflation is gonna happen, it's gonna go higher. The purchasing of the dollar, it's losing its purchasing power on a daily basis. And the fact that we are in America is it's kind of like the cleanest shirt in the dirty laundry basket. Other countries are experiencing 50%, 200%, 100% inflation rate, and we are living in America and we're just experiencing 8%, and we're complaining. And if you are not planning, I really don't know. The way that I see it, gold people, gold bugs. I love gold, but the fact I loved gold, because of the intrinsic value. There's something about gold when you hold it, you're like, I feel like a Super Saiyan every time I hold gold. I'm enlightened, bitches. But ever since, that whole ESG, which we know is a scam, I've also learned that gold is actually really bad for the environment. What we are doing, like dig it up from the ground, refine it, like blowing up like, mountains. It's so crazy. Oil. Honestly, all of these ESG companies, or at least the way that they rate it, for me, it makes no sense. It's one of those control tactics that's being used, and pretty much it's kind of like, company social credit score. That's what That's what it is. And it's going to come down to us. And, with everything that's happening, I'm still betting on Bitcoin rather than the dollar. And honestly, in the previous video, I said that I'm going to be holding about 20% to 30% cash, which is like USDC because it's backed by the dollar. As much as it took me a long time, every time when I have cash, I always, either put it in crypto or gold. But the fact that I travel, I can't really carry any gold, so I only go with crypto. And it's like every time when I sell my Bitcoin, it's like a part of me is like gone, because it's just so unreal to me, to sell Bitcoin, to hold on to cash, which makes no sense, right? And I know that the market can be, well, it's not really manipulated. It's just the market cycles. It goes up and it goes down. And ever since Bitcoin came into the picture, there are several bear markets. It can go down to 60 to 80, even 90%. Maybe it can go down to that point. I really don't know. I just think that, when you first have something and only small amount of people that are holding it, then they can move the market up and down easily. But as time goes on, more people get into the picture, and and if people are holding Bitcoin for what it is, like what Michael Saylor is saying, I will never sell any Bitcoin. I'm in that mentality. The only mistake that I've made is using collateralized loan, because even though it cannot, my assumption, even though I don't think it can go down to 90%, but it does shrink my balls a little. Thinking about it, I'm like, my nipples are turning blue, my balls are turning blue. And I'm like, maybe this is not the right way to invest. The right way to invest is to relax, to have fun. Because if I'm really confident about where the dollar is going and how slowly, bad money, which is like from the stock market, the dollar, the debt market, when that implodes, it's gonna go into real commodities, which is going to be gold and silver, and other commodities like oils, energy, copper, and Bitcoin and Ethereum, all the crypto market. There's Bitcoin and there's crypto. And the reason, the same people, gold bugs, are saying, hey, we should buy gold or silver to hedge against inflation, which I think is very true. And for the people that are saying gold and silver hasn't been doing much, inflation keep on rising ever since COVID, and how come gold prices are still precious metals prices are still in the same range? Oh, because I do think the derivative market, all these ETF, it's not a real market, okay? Because all of those ETF and derivatives, if people were to go out and cash their gold, most likely there's not gonna be enough gold. And I remember watching a video somewhere. Let's just say that the debt market implodes, right? And if we have to base on the debt market, and we have to reprice things in, different commodities, gold would probably be around $30,000 or $35,000 an ounce.
Con, lay off the crack, bro.
But the fact is, Bitcoin came into the picture. There are other, commodities out there, but right now we're just focusing on what is going to be sound money. Now, Bitcoin is going to be a store of value. Let's get it straight, okay? And I've been curious about Bitcoin Cash. I know it has never recovered ever since the 2017. It was like three or 4,000 or 5,000, and now it's at like 190 something. But Roger Ver is the creator of Bitcoin Cash, and he's a smart guy. And I remember like back when I was still on Twitter, like John McAfee, He was like, don't make fun of my friend, Roger Ver, right? Because everyone gave him a bunch of crap when he started promoting Bitcoin Cash instead of Bitcoin. I still remember that. And I remember John McAfee, he came out and he said, don't make fun of my friend. Be nice to him. But the thing is, St. Kitts and Nevis, they are using Bitcoin Cash on a day-to-day basis, which makes sense because Bitcoin Cash, kind of like Doge, kind of like Cardano, kind of like Solana, it's like really fast, right? The transaction is dirt cheap. And a lot of the precious metals, a lot of the gold bullions or place where they accept Bitcoin, where you can buy gold with crypto, they usually accept Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin. I don't know much about Ethereum, but I know Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash are the most widely accepted. So something to pay attention to. I am not fully in the crypto market long enough to understand why that is. But if they accept Bitcoin Cash, there's a reason, and you can bet on it. So my friend, I do feel that the crypto market, the 4 years cycle, bull bear, bull bear, bull bear, is to get people prepared for the end game, which is the collapse of the stock market, right? And from there, I think what's gonna happen is that when the stock market crashes, it's gonna take Bitcoin because it's tech related. But then after that, that's where the real money is gonna start pumping in. And I do feel like right now, Bitcoin is at 30. I feel like, with everything that happening, the Fed, the Secretary, Treasury came out and said, we don't know anymore. So we were wrong. I think they know exactly what's going on, and we know where this economy is heading. And I do feel that there is going to be, another leg up, meaning that there's going to be another pump before we might pump to 100K and then drop down to 17, 20K. That's my assumption. And then from there, it's going to take couple of years, but I think that's where all of the stupid money is going to go into the smart money, which is crypto, precious metals, like real commodities, and I think that's where the market is heading.
You dirty peasant.
And that's why I mentioned earlier, I don't like collateralized loans. If I have to do it over again, I hate leveraging high. I leverage very, very, very low, about 30%. So, I guess how to prepare for this market is to manage risk, right? And learning how to recharge, like with the MACD, the RSI, it's actually really good because I have confidence. I know there are a lot of noises out there, and they're not just noises. They are telling you the truth, the truth. The market is going to take a hit, the stock market, and I think it's going to be anywhere from 60 to 80%. And we can see ever since January, it's been hidden. Most of the tech stocks been dropping about 60%. And I think this is just the beginning. So how are we going to play this out? For me, that's how I'm going to play it out, and just going to ride a wave. This is the bad time to leverage. This is the time to learn how to manage my risk. And that's what I'm going to do. The majority is still going to be in crypto, about 30% in USDC. And if it goes down, boy, it's time to buy, because, the Gresham's law, which is good money drive out bad money. That's when, back then, the gold standard, everyone kind of were forced to put money in their 401k, the stock market. Yeah, the stock market for me is not even real, it's rigged, and we got to start playing with real commodities here, because when that stock market implodes, which is it's probably going to recover, but it's going to take years to recover. Imagine it drops down to 80% or 90%, and it take about 10 years to recover. So, while you can thrive on other assets. So that's just my take, my friend. Nothing I say is a financial advice. I learn from other people. I can only share you from where I stand, because some people that are watching this might not even have any Bitcoin or crypto or gold or silver. They might be still at their 9 to 5. And some people that are watching this might be a millionaire or billionaire. I'm just sharing you my perspective. Everyone's strategy is different, but you have to understand what is happening to this market. But while everything is happening, nevertheless, I still work on my creativity, keep building, because what I'm doing is like a long time kind of thing, okay? And I share what I learn as I go, so that you can, go and prepare yourself how to be financially independent. And that is the first step to bring out your creativity. You have to be free of your time. So my friend, much love wherever you are. Use the hashtag Gazillionaires Club and we will get this conversation going. I will see you in the next video. Ta-da!